Hello everyone, this is VJose's coming your way. It's time for a deck review. And I asked you guys to choose. It hasn't even been a full day, so there wasn't that many votes. In fact, it's a very close between these two decks. In fact, it's a tie. Each deck only got one vote, so it's almost hard to choose between them. However, the tie was kind of broken because somebody else, they didn't request the flowers deck, but they did ask about where you can get it. So I'm taking that as a second vote, and today's review is going to be the flowers, which means the next review will probably be the cigar deck. However, if I get a deck on, actually no, it will be the cigar deck next because I haven't got anything else to review. And you won't be able to choose until the next video. So the next one's going to be that one by default. So let's get on to the Alien Ink. These are the Alien Ink Flowers decks. They're both basically the same except the boxes are a little bit different. The standard size one says Alien Ink on top and flowers, and basically you see like a little garden. You got some grass, and you got 4 different flowers: the sunflower, rose, tulip, and the lily. And he even got the moon in the back, which kind of ties it in with their previous deck, the Galaxy deck. The mini deck just says Alien Ink and Flowers as well, and it's kind of got like a rainbow of colors. It's kind of cool. Same with this one, and then it features a rose. On the side, it just says Alien Ink, and much like the Galaxy deck, you got this kind of circle with all 4 pips. Actually, sorry, this is actually the 4 planets from the original deck, Alien Ink. The original deck, the Galaxy deck, so you got the Sun, the Moon, the Earth, and the Saturn, the ring planet. On the other side, it just says art by Chiara Ferrari. Chiara Ferrari, kind of interesting name. The top, just some flowers and vines. In the bottom, same thing. The back, you see the back design, which features flowers and vines, and we'll get into it in a minute. And then you'll see here, it says 153 on the foam thing here. We'll get into that right now. On the flap, again, like I said, it says 153. These cards are not USB-C. They had cellophane on the outside and also on the cards on the inside. When I went to open this, I almost couldn't get this flap open. I could not get this out of here. It was very difficult. I almost ripped it, you know, it was weird. But anyways, here on the flaps, we got a Queen of Hearts reveal, which is kind of nice. Really big flaps though. That's kind of what the part of the problem. And then in this one, you got your 4 flowers: sunflower, rose, lily, and tulip. Just like they kind of got that here on the side of the box with the 4 planets. You got the 4 planets, and it's the same colors as well, as you can see: red, blue, yellow, and white. The flowers feature the same 4 colors, and they got the same circular pattern on there. Inside, first of all, you get this card, which, don't worry, that's not the back design. Features basically the same thing as the front of the box, except that the flowers are in a circular format, just like on the flap, instead of straight across. I don't know how you would use this, but it's obviously some kind of a gaff card. Not a very good one, because I don't know how to use it. Your back design, like I said, you got these lilies here in the 2 corners, roses in the other corners, in the center, sunflowers and tulips, and then you got vines going through it and all the way around it. And I think it's pretty nice. There's another gaff card, which is a Queen of Hearts that's blank. As you can see, you got kind of a white back design. The fronts are black faces, but you do got a white border. It's pretty nice. And I don't believe there is a one-way design, at least not from what I can see. Which, with a back design like this, they could very well have put it in, but they did not, as far as I can tell. Anyway, the faces, pretty colorful. You got your blue tulips, which are the clubs. As you can see, there's some kind of vines as well in the center, in the background, in all the cards. And you'll see that they have white numbers in the index for the clubs and the spades. Hearts and diamonds have red numbers. Your diamonds are actually sunflowers, which are diamond shaped. And that's your 7. You got different layouts than what we're used to. And here's a 10. Here's a 6, and these are the spades, and they're your lilies. Kind of interesting. And then your hearts or roses, and there's your 2, and it makes sense that they have a heart and a rose because the two kind of go together, especially in love. Court cards. This is perfect. They're all here. The court cards feature the flower in different stages of bloom, I guess you will. So here it's still kind of closed, not blooming yet. Here it's opened a bit, and here it's in full bloom. So your Jack, Queen, King. It's kind of an interesting idea. And it kind of also goes with the Galaxy cards that they had before, where they had like different stages, or different stages of the moon or whatever it was. Your aces just featured a flower in like full bloom, and it says what it is as well, lily. It's the white one. There's your king of diamonds, not just standard court cards, obviously. There's your ace of diamonds, the sunflower. The ace of hearts, or roses if you will. Ace of roses. There's your 9. 7 we already looked at, I believe. 9 we just looked at. 3s. 6. Check this one out. That's kind of cool. And anything else is fairly standard for the number cards. There's another one. This one looks like it's dead. This 7 looks like it's a little bit different than the one before. And there's your ace of clubs, the tulip. And there's one more ace in here. Or did we look at that already? I must have skipped it. There it is. Oh yeah, that was the very first one. The ace of spades. The tulip. That's your ace of spades. It's definitely different. It's not for everyone. There is no jokers in this deck. Thank God, because if they put jokers in here, the cards would never come out of the box. More on that in a minute. They handle decently. They fan not too badly. They do clump a little bit. They're not USPC. They do have a linen or air cushion type finish, but it's almost feels smooth. They do handle decently, nonetheless. And with the colors that they got in the back design, it almost would make a good deck for fluorescing if they handle a little bit better. They do, however, cut really nice. I like how they cut because they kind of stick together. I don't know if you can see that very well. In my opinion, they cut very, very nice. They spread pretty nice. Look at all those nice colors. Pretty colors. It's not that good for fanning, but they spread nicely. The mini deck is basically the same thing. I'll just go over it quickly. You got the same reveal and flowers on the flap. This one, when I opened it up, I was actually able to open it up. However, I could not get the cards out of the box. Now that there's no cellophane on it, they actually come out. You do get the same gimmick card, which, like I said, I have no idea what it's for. The faces are all the same. And this one actually has a Joker in it. This one, it's pretty nice. Here it says Joker in white with a red border. Here it's red with a white border. And as you can see, the Joker, it's a flower that features petals from all 4 flowers. That's kind of interesting. It could be used as a wild card or something like that. Other than that, it's identical. Like I said, it's not USB-C. I don't know who produced it. Doesn't say at all on any of the decks. But it's a pretty cool deck. Anyways, I like it. Some people don't. A lot of people don't like it. They don't like Alien Ink for whatever reason. I don't know exactly where you can buy these cards. They do have a website, which is alieninkcards.com. However, I checked it out and there was nothing on there that I can see. Like I said, they also made the Galaxy cards that I reviewed before. And they were going to make a second version of the Galaxy cards, but it wasn't funded. These ones also were not funded. It took several tries, but they finally were funded. They were going to go with USB-C. Originally, it was going to be the Bicycle Flowers deck, but they didn't get funded, so they went with a cheaper company, but the quality is still pretty decent, as you can see. And yeah, kind of cool. It is what it is. It might not be for everyone, but it's still pretty nice. So anyways, by default, the next deck I'm going to review on Wednesday, I guess it is going to be a Bicycle Cigar. Now, I want to mention I'm going to make small changes to my schedule, because right now I'm doing deck reviews Fridays and Saturdays, and then card class Sunday, and then card class Tuesday, and then I don't do a deck review until Wednesday again. So I'm going to change it. My new schedule is going to be more or less the same, slightly different. So it's going to be Magical Mondays on Mondays, as long as I get videos to do it. I'm not going to do too many videos myself, because people always go, I always get comments saying that my handle is not that good or whatever. So I'm going to try not to do too many tricks myself. But if you want to send in videos, by all means. Tuesdays will still be card classes. Wednesdays will be a deck review. Thursdays will be a card class. Fridays will be a deck review. Saturdays will be shoutouts and a card class instead of Sundays. And then Sundays I will do a deck review instead of a card class. So I'm swapping Saturday and Sundays. And that way I don't have like card class, and deck review. Kind of mixes it up a little bit. So you're not going to wait several days for a card class and several days for a deck review. Should be better. Anyways, that's what I've got. See you next time.